Hi, everyone. This is Chantalee, and today we're talking about how to identify your competitors with Vedic astrology. I'm a Vedic astrologer and a brand strategy coach, and we're going to be talking about what your competitors are, why knowing them is important, and what you need to look for when you're talking about looking for your competitors, and also how your Vedic astrology chart can help you stand out amongst your competitors. Okay. So, what are competitors? Competitors are brands and businesses who are competing for your target audience's time and attention and money. Okay. So, why are they important? So it's really important to know who your competitors are so you can know how to stand out, so you can know what's going on in your industry, so you can know where you can fill in the gap, any gaps that they might be missing in their offerings or marketing or sales or anything like that. You just really want to know what's going on. So I know a lot of people that I talk to, a lot of people that I work with, they like to say, well, I like to think that I don't have competitors because there's only one me. And I understand that mindset, but it's still important to make sure you know what's going on. The awareness of who your competitors are is going to be extremely important for you to stand out as a brand. Okay. So here are some things that I want you to do. It's really easy, but it could take some time. Just like it's going to take some time for you to carve out and get to know exactly who your audience persona is. It's really going to take some time to understand who your competitors are, but it's really going to pay off if you take the time to do it. Okay. It's not difficult. It just takes time. So what you want to do is go to Google and put in the description of your brand, and you want your description to include your location if you're a brand who does business. If if you're like brick and mortar, if you're online, you don't have to do this, but you want to make sure that you put in the location of your brand. Also, when that comes up, you want to make sure that the competitors that come up for you are your direct competitors. So if you're not a celebrity, then your competitors, if celebrities come up, those aren't your direct competitors. You want people who are at the same level of business that you are, or close enough to it, so that they can be your direct competitors. There's different types of competitors that you can have, but I just want to focus on your direct competitors right now because that's what's going to get you to the meat of things. So once you understand, once you see like these people are at the same level as me and my brand, they then you can start collecting. You can start collecting websites, and the more information you collect, the better. The more information you collect, the more you can see the landscape of your competitors, and again, how you can stand out, which is extremely important. Because with competitors, we're not trying to be better, we're just trying to be different. Okay. And you can't know what to be different from if you don't know what's going on out there. So you want to get at least 10. You can get 20. You can kind of peep in and see what's going on if you get like 3. You won't be really getting a clear view of what's going on with your competitors, but you'll get a little snapshot. But if you get like 10 or 15 or 20, then you can really see what's going on. Like I said, this is going to take time. So once you get a list of how many ever that you accumulate, You want to take each website and you want to look at their business name. You want to look all around their website. And when you're doing this, you're looking through two different perspectives. You're looking from the perspective of your brand. You're looking as a brander, but you're also looking as if you were someone who would want to work with them. So you're looking as a client as well. So you want to just dive in, look at their website, look at their brand messaging. So this is going to include their logo, the things that you see that they say over and over again on their website. You're going to, again, look at their name because that's a part of their messaging. You want to really, where I like to go to get a good understanding of their messaging is their About Me page. That's where you can get a really good idea. But most of the time, people just have everything kind of on their homepage. But those are some really good places to look. You want to look at their positioning, and their positioning lets you know how they are trying to stand out in the market and how they're trying to stand out with their competitors. So look at what makes them different, what makes them unique. Something else that you can look at is their personality. What type of personality do they have? Are they the type of personality that's like a sage personality where they're some type of guide? Are they a personality where they're like an explorer personality, or they like to take you on adventures and things like that? Or are they the type of personality that's like a rebel? Are they the type of personality that's like the everyman? You want to really get to understand what type of personality they have. Is you don't want to copy. We're not copying. We're seeing how we can fill in gaps and how we can stand out and be different from them. So what you're going to do next is look at their brand identity. And this includes like their colors, or you can some people can call this like your brand expression. So you're looking at their colors, you're looking at fonts, you're looking at, just how they show up, how they're using their color and their colors and their fonts, how they're showing up on their website. And even you can even take it a step further and look at their social media too. So you're looking at their brand identity. Now you're going to look at the way they set up their website. Like how is their page laid out? What types of pages do they have on their website? Do you need these types of pages? Do they have pages that are unnecessary? You really want to look at how they have things set up, because what you want is you want things to be easy and really things that are easy for your client to get to, because you don't want them to have to wade through a lot of like pages and a lot of extra words. And you want the experience on your website to be really easy and helpful for your audience. So you want to be looking to see like how their page is set up, how their user experience is set up on their website. And then now this is where you get to the meat is the reviews. You want to look at their reviews, and you can look at the reviews on their website. These reviews could be helpful. You can look at them just to see what they put on there. But if you really want to take it a step further and try to get the most honest reviews as possible, you can go like put the brand's name in Google and see if any reviews came up for their names, like on sites that are outside of their personal site or their brand site, because that's when you'll get more honest reviews. And that's really where you can see what customers really like about this brand. And this possibly could be something that you might want to do something similar to. We're not copying anything, but if something works, it works. So this is something that you might want to do something similar to the things that they're saying, oh, we love this, we love this, we love this. Also, pay attention to the things that they said that they did not like. This is where you can swoop in and fill in any gaps and address those concerns. So that's going to be the real meat. Now, hopefully that'll give you a lot of clarity. Also, when you're looking at their websites, you want to what's really helpful to me, what's really helpful to my clients is to look at their services and products. Don't forget that. That's something really big. That's something really big that can help you. So don't forget about that. So you want to look at their whole website, but look at their services and products, look at their About Me page, and something else that can help you is if they have a lead magnet. So a lead magnet is when you go to a website and they say, if you give me your email address, I'll give you whatever, an ebook or, whatever it is. Once you can give them your email, any email, doesn't have to be the one that you use most often, but you want to see how their follow through is, how their email campaigns are set up, and just the process that they take you through as a client, because it's another way for you to just immerse yourself in their brand, not to copy, but to see how you can stand out and fill in gaps. So now, if nothing else about websites comes up, now I want you to get a deeper understanding of how you can understand how Vedic astrology can help you with your competitors and your competitive analysis that you're going to be doing. So you want to look at your sixth house. Your sixth house is not what it could tell you who your competitors are. It could, but what I want you to look for is how you can stand out amongst your competitors. What can help you overcome any challenges that competitors, like, because the sixth house represents challenges and obstacles, it also represents competition, but it's how you can overcome the competition. Okay, so let me give you some examples. So I'll start with, let's say that you have retrograde Chiron in Critica in Taurus in your sixth house. I know that a lot of people who do Vedic astrology don't use Chiron, but I do, because I just see how effective it is, and not just my chart, but a lot of people's charts that I work with. It's valuable, so I use it. So Chiron, it represents the wounded healer, and it's retrograde. So if planets or asteroids are retrograde, it's a lot of reflecting that needs to happen. So there are some wounds that need to be addressed in order for you to overcome your competition. So what are the wounds that need to be addressed? We can look at Critica. And with Critica, it means what it sounds like. There's criticism involved there. Critica is ruled by the sun, and sometimes the sun can be so hot that it's harsh. So you want to make sure that you're not criticizing yourself to the point where you're not showing up the way you need to in your brand. And you don't take other people's criticisms so harshly that they wound you. So there is a such thing as positive criticism, where people are telling you, well, this could be better, and this could, this might need to change, people just trying to help you And there's also criticism that's just like harsh. It's too much. It's negative and there's no solution. It's just, this is wrong, that is wrong. Neither one of those you want to let get into your heart. Neither one of those are things that you want to stop you. Okay. So now let's take it a step further. Um, Taurus is about your day. It's about your daily routines. It's about stability. It's about finances. It's about self-worth. It's about self-value. Those are things that you need to deal with, things that you need to master and perfect to stand out in your market, to stand out against your competitors. And then we have the sixth house just in general. It means your daily work routine. So these are the things that you're going to have to work on a consistent basis. It's not things that you have to do that you feel like if you work on it once, then that's it. This is going to involve personal development and consistency. And that's how you're going to win. Okay. Let me try something else. What if you have Aries in your sixth house? How do you overcome your competition? How do you stand out in with your competitors if you have Aries in your sixth house? So Aries is fiery, Aries is hot, Aries likes to stay focused so you can stand out in your competitors if you stay focused, if you do the hard work. If you sometimes Aries is a trailblazer, so you might do something that's new. Okay, you might be a trailblazer in something that you do. But something else that you might want to reflect on is your anger. Something you might want to work on is your anger, because your anger could cause you it could hurt you with your competitors. So you want to make sure you don't let anger stop you, anger hurt you, none of that. I'm also thinking about the sixth house does represent your daily work routine, but it also represents health and healing. So making sure that you take care of yourself is also a way that you can stand out with your competitors, because it's just so important. You don't want to burn out. Okay. So that's just a side note. I wasn't planning on talking about that, but yeah. So if you have not Aries rising, but Aries in the sixth house, you want to make sure that you are not afraid to start something new, that you are confident, that you are bold. Boldness is really important with Aries. I keep seeing health, so I'm going to move on. It's high blood pressure. I just want to say, with Aries in your sixth house, high blood pressure, burns, getting into accidents, all those are possible. So you want to be mindful and aware of that. Okay, so let's say you have. See, I talked about Gemini yesterday when I talked about audience persona. So let's go to Cancer. Let's say you have Cancer in your sixth house. If you have zodiac sign Cancer in your sixth house, then you want to make sure your emotions are under control. Your emotions are balanced. You don't let your emotions mess you up on a daily basis to where you can't do what you need to do to stand out against your competitors. You want to make sure you stay in control of that. You also want to make sure with the moon in your sixth house that your audience feels nurtured, because the Cancer represents the mother. So make sure that your audience feels nurtured, and let's say your office might look like a home, because Cancer represents home. So you want things to feel nurturing, homey, healing also might be something that you want to focus on. And, healing has various forms. So focusing on healing in some way can help you stand out against your competitors if you have Cancer in the sixth house. Um, so those are just things that you want to think about. Obviously, when you're analyzing your sixth house, you want to look at, just like I was telling you yesterday, look at the planets that are there, look at the sign that's in your sixth house, look at any aspects to your sixth house and to the planets that are there. um I think I said nakshatra, look at all that, look at the Lord of your sixth house. All that is going to give you an understanding of what you might need to heal, and what you need to do in your brand to stand out against your competitors. Okay. So that is what I have for you. I will talk to you next time. I'm not sure what I'm talking about, but I will be back Thursday. I won't be back tomorrow, but I'll be back Thursday to do another live to help you understand a lot more ways to gain clarity in your brand message. Okay. So until then, remember, your brand is sacred. And also like, share, and subscribe. Okay.